Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Old Quarter Dollar, USA, United States. Today we are exploring three amazing coins from the United States of America: the 1952D, 1957D, and 1958D Wheat Pennies. These classic Lincoln coins, featuring Abraham Lincoln, are full of history, value, and hidden stories. Don't miss this journey into rare and collectible coins that every collector should know about. Top 1. The 1952 D Wheat Penny from the United States of America is a fascinating coin that reflects both the economic climate and minting craftsmanship of America. This coin belongs to the famous Lincoln Wheat Cent series, which was first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th birthday of Abraham Lincoln. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the Wheat Penny remained in circulation until 1958, making it one of the most collected and recognized coin series in U.S. history. The 1952 D Wheat Penny was minted at the Denver Mint, which is indicated by the small D mint mark located just below the date on the obverse side of the coin. The obverse features a right-facing portrait of Abraham Lincoln, along with the inscriptions, "In God We Trust," above his head, "Liberty" to the left, and the year 1952 to the right. On the reverse, the coin displays two wheat stalks framing the words 1 cent and United States of America, with the motto E Pluribus Unum at the top. This simple yet symbolic design represents agricultural strength and national unity. In terms of composition, the 1952 D Wheat Penny is made primarily of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, a standard mixture used for pennies before 1982, except during wartime variations. The coin weighs approximately 3.11 grams and has a diameter of 19 millimeters. Its smooth edge and classic reddish-brown tone give it a timeless appearance that appeals to collectors. The mintage of the 1952 D Wheat Penny was quite high, with over 746 million coins produced. Because of this large mintage, the coin is not considered rare in circulated conditions. However, its value and desirability increase significantly depending on its condition. A coin described as being in fine condition typically shows moderate wear. The major details, such as Lincoln's hair and the wheat stalks, are still visible but lack sharpness. In this grade, the coin usually has a brown or darkened surface due to oxidation over time. Even though it is not extremely rare, collectors still appreciate the 1952 D Wheat Penny for its historical context and as part of a complete Lincoln cent collection. In fine condition, the coin usually holds a modest value, often ranging from a few cents to a couple of dollars depending on market demand. However, coins in uncirculated or mint state condition, especially those with a bright red luster, can be worth significantly more. High-grade examples graded by professional services can fetch much higher prices in auctions. One interesting aspect of the 1952 D Penny is the possibility of minor mint errors or varieties. While no major famous error varieties are widely recognized for this year and mint, collectors still look for off-center strikes, die cracks, or unusual toning, which can add uniqueness and value to an otherwise common coin. These small imperfections often tell a story about the minting process and make each coin slightly different. Historically, the early 1950s were a time of post-war growth in the United States. Coins like the 1952 D Wheat Penny were widely used in everyday transactions, making them a part of daily life for millions of Americans. Today, these coins serve as small pieces of history, connecting collectors to a time when cash transactions dominated and coins were an essential part of commerce. For beginners in coin collecting, the 1952 D Wheat Penny is an excellent starting point. It is affordable, widely available, and easy to identify. Many collectors enjoy searching through old coin rolls or inherited collections to find wheat pennies, and the 1952 D often appears in such finds. Preserving the coin properly by keeping it in a dry, cool environment and avoiding harsh cleaning, is important to maintain its condition and value. Next, top 2. The 1957 D Wheat Penny from the United States of America is one of the final issues in the long-running Lincoln Wheat Cent series, a coin type that remains deeply among collectors around the world. First introduced in 1909 to celebrate the centennial of Abraham Lincoln, the Wheat Penny marked a historic change in American coinage, as it was the first U.S. circulating coin to feature a real person. The design was created by Victor David Brenner, whose initials VDB can be found on some early issues, though they were removed and later restored in smaller form. The 1957 D penny was struck at the Denver Mint, which is identified by the D Mint mark located just below the date on the obverse side. The obverse of the coin features the iconic right-facing portrait of Abraham Lincoln, along with the inscriptions, "In God We Trust," above, "Liberty" to the left, and the year, 1957, to the right. The reverse side showcases 2 stylized wheat ears framing the inscriptions, 1 cent, and United States of America, with the motto, E pluribus unum, above. This reverse design symbolizes prosperity, agriculture, and national unity, reflecting the values of the era. In terms of physical characteristics, the 1957 D Wheat Penny is composed of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, giving it a distinctive reddish-brown appearance when well preserved. The coin weighs approximately 3.11 grams and measures 19 millimeters in diameter, with a smooth edge. Over time, exposure to air and handling often changes the coin's color from bright red to brown, especially in circulated examples. The mintage of the 1957 D Wheat Penny was extremely high, with more than 1.05 billion coins produced. This large production means the coin is quite common, especially in circulated grades. However, its value is still influenced by its condition and color classification, which typically falls into 3 categories: red RD, red-brown RB, and brown BN. A coin in fine condition generally shows moderate wear. Lincoln's portrait will have visible detail, though some of the finer lines in his hair and coat may be worn down. On the reverse, the wheat stalks will still be clear but lack sharpness, and the overall surface may appear darker due to oxidation. In fine condition, the 1957 D Wheat Penny is usually valued modestly, often ranging from a few cents up to around $1 or $2 depending on market demand and eye appeal. While this may seem low, the coin's real importance lies in its accessibility and historical relevance. It serves as a great entry point for beginner collectors who want to explore the world of numismatics without significant financial investment. One particularly interesting aspect of the 1957 Wheat Penny series is the existence of a famous error known as the 1957 double die obverse, though this variety is typically associated with the Philadelphia Mint no mint mark rather than the Denver issue. Still, collectors examining 1957 D pennies often remain alert for minor errors such as die cracks, off-center strikes, or repunched mint marks, all of which can increase a coin's uniqueness and value. Historically, the year 1957 was a significant period in American history, marked by economic growth and technological advancement during the Cold War era. Coins like the 1957 D Wheat Penny circulated widely during this time, passing through the hands of millions of Americans in everyday transactions. Today, these coins act as small historical artifacts, offering a tangible connection to life in the United States. From a collecting standpoint, the 1957 D Wheat Penny is often included in complete Lincoln cent sets, which span from 1909 to 1958 for the wheat reverse design. Collectors may seek higher-grade examples with original red luster, as these are more visually appealing and command higher prices. Proper storage is essential to preserving the coin's condition, keeping it in a dry, temperature-controlled environment and avoiding cleaning or polishing will help maintain its natural surface. Next, top 3. The 1958 Wheat Penny from the United States of America holds a special place in American numismatic history as the final year of the Lincoln Wheat Cent series, which ran from 1909 to 1958. This coin represents the end of an era before the design was changed in 1959 to feature the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. The Wheat Penny series itself was introduced to honor the 100th birthday of Abraham Lincoln, making it historically significant as the first U.S. coin to depict a real person. The design was created by Victor David Brenner, whose artistic work remains iconic among collectors. The 1958 Wheat Penny was minted at the Denver Mint, as indicated by the D Mint mark found just below the date on the obverse side. The obverse features the familiar right-facing portrait of Abraham Lincoln, along with the inscriptions, "In God We Trust," above his head, "Liberty" to the left, and the year 1958 to the right. The reverse design displays 2 wheat stalks curving along the sides, framing the words, 1 cent, and United States of America, with the motto, E Pluribus Unum, at the top. This design symbolizes prosperity, agricultural heritage, and unity, reflecting the cultural values of the early 20th century. In terms of composition, the 1958 Wheat Penny is made of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, giving it a classic reddish tone when in well-preserved condition. The coin weighs approximately 3.11 grams and has a diameter of 19 millimeters, with a plain edge. Over time, due to circulation and environmental exposure, most coins develop a brown or red-brown color, especially those found in everyday use. The mintage of the 1958 Wheat Penny was extremely high, with over 800 million coins produced. This large quantity makes the coin very common in circulated grades, including fine condition. A coin in fine condition typically shows moderate wear, meaning that the major design elements are still visible but lack sharp detail. Lincoln's hair will appear somewhat flattened, and the wheat stalks on the reverse will show wear but remain clearly identifiable. The coin's surface may also exhibit scratches, discoloration, or dullness due to years of handling. Because of its high mintage and common availability, the value of a 1958 Wheat Penny in fine condition is generally modest, often ranging from a few cents to a couple of dollars depending on demand and overall appearance. However, its real significance lies not in its monetary value, but in its historical importance. As the last wheat penny ever produced, it marks the conclusion of nearly 50 years of consistent coin design in the United States. One of the most fascinating aspects of the 1958 wheat penny is the existence of an extremely rare error known as the 1958 double die obverse. However, this error is associated with coins from the Philadelphia Mint, which have no mint mark, and only a few genuine examples are known to exist. These rare coins are highly valuable and can sell for hundreds of thousands of dollars at auction. While this error does not apply to the Denver minted 1958 D coin, it still adds intrigue to the year as a whole and encourages collectors to examine their coins carefully. Historically, 1958 was a time of transition and growth in the United States. The country was experiencing economic expansion and technological advancement during the Cold War era. Coins like the 1958 Wheat Penny were widely used in everyday transactions, from buying groceries to paying for public transportation. Today, these coins serve as small but meaningful artifacts of that period, offering a glimpse into daily life in mid-20th century America. For collectors, the 1958 Wheat Penny is an essential piece when completing a Lincoln Wheat Cent collection. Its status as the final issue makes it particularly desirable, even if it is not rare. Many collectors seek high-grade examples with original red luster, as these coins are more visually appealing and command higher prices. Proper care and storage are important to preserve the coin's condition. Collectors are advised to avoid cleaning the coin, as this can reduce its value, and instead store it in a protective holder in a cool, dry environment.